It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. Yesterday in Harrisburg, a couple of House committees approved Representative Jim Struzzi's bills honoring Jimmy Stewart. First, Jimmy Stewart Day on May 20th, his birthday, and then another bill, resolution. I should call them resolutions, not bills, but resolutions honoring the Jimmy Stewart Museum for its 25th anniversary, which seems like a really good place to start our conversation today with Denise Liggett from the Indiana County Tourist Bureau, brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Denise, good morning.
Good morning, Todd. Yes, that was just great news, and we thank Representative Struzzi for doing that. I mean, that's a wonderful, it'll be a positive impact for when the travel and tourism gets back again, and it will come back. That will attract people to come and make it an even stronger destination location, and we're just thrilled, and we just can't thank him enough for having that idea and doing it. So it was a great day.
Well, this is National Travel and Tourism Week, and therefore you are very much involved in what is a very different observance of that occasion this year, aren't you?
Yes, it is. You know, usually we would go out and about to different communities in Indiana County, and we would be out there, you know, offering gifts or just promoting the county and different things. But this year's a little different. I mean, it is the 37th year of the National Travel and Tourism Week, and but we still want to underscore just the economic power of travel in the U.S. And I'm very proud to be part of an industry that, you know, we are working together, we're adapting, and we'll see it come back. It'll emerge stronger than ever. Mm-hmm. And the theme this year is the spirit of travel, because travel is not just about, you know, filling up hotel rooms or group tours coming in. I mean, it's so much more than that. It provides, you know, education and culture and just the history people can learn about to get out there, and visitors can explore everything. And something near and dear to my heart, unfortunately, is we were planning a big family reunion this year I have 7 cousins out in St. Louis, and they're, of course, married with their kids and their kids having their kids and everything, and we were going to have a big reunion in June. And it's very disappointing we won't be able to do it, and, you know, It is what it is, but we know. But I want to say that the Tourist Bureau, because we are limited this year, one thing that we're doing a very big social media campaign promoting our different members and businesses in the county. We're asking them to send us a photo of their staff or whatever they want to send us. But we also launched a contest, and we're asking people out there that, you know, if you had a visitor coming, when you have a visitor coming to Indiana County again, and let's say maybe it's their first time here, you know, what's your ideal itinerary for them? Like, where do you want to take them to eat? What destination do you want them to see? What outdoor recreational activity do you plan on doing first? You know, send that in to us. We're going to share them, and we have a lot of gift cards. You'll be entered into a drawing to receive some gift cards. We'll be giving out more than one. So it's just a good opportunity to, again, recognize all that we have here for people to see this and to remember that we are very fortunate here. I also wanted to share with you, there's this great article that someone shared with me. Brad Dean is the writer. He is actually the CEO of Puerto Rico Travel, mm-hmm. and he was also at Myrtle Beach. I believe he was the head of the chamber there. But he wrote an article comparing George Bailey and the tourism industry. And it's long, so I'm just going to summarize it a little bit. And again, he's a speaker, and he's a very strong travel and tourism industry leader. Mm-hmm. So we know in A Wonderful Life, George Bailey faces the crisis of possibly losing his savings and loan. And, you know, he's at a very low point, and he feels that his life has had no value. When Clarence, his guardian angel and angel in training, appears, he gives George the gift of seeing just how important his life has been to so many. He shows him that, you know, he saved lives, He created jobs, businesses thrived, and the community was stronger because of him. And so Mr. Dean goes on to compare that to tourism, and he says, the tourism professionals have complained about how little respect the travel and tourism industry receives, and he goes on to say that travel and tourism is so much more than just the dollars and jobs, that it enriches lives and connects people and nurtures. And he also says, that, which I like, travel just makes people healthier and happier.
There you go.
So, and he says, how George was given the gift to see what it would be like without him. Unfortunately, through this tragic that we are all going through right now, it's also it's given us a glimpse into the world without travel and tourism.
Yeah.
And he goes on to explain how, we will rebuild, our economy will come back, and we'll bring the travel and tourism industry up again. And he closes by saying, it is a far more wonderful life when travel and tourism is a part of it.
Absolutely.
So I thought it was really great. And I just also want to say I recognize there are a lot of industries that are suffering right now, manufacturing and agriculture, retail, small businesses. It's just that this is National Travel and Tourism Week, and I'm on your show, so I get to talk about our industry. But I don't want anyone to say, wow, we're not the only ones hurting. I realize that. I totally respect that. And, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, it's very interesting as you do glimpse at what life would be like without travel and tourism, and you understand what travel and tourism mean to Indiana County. It's a quantifiable thing. We can look at numbers and statistics, and we can find out what travel and tourism brings right here to Indiana County. And the interesting thing to me is that with the dynamic the way that it is, as we hopefully within the next month or 6 weeks get back to something resembling normalcy, probably there won't be as many long trips out of state and more regional trips that could bring people who are right here in our area back home to our local tourist attractions to take advantage of them.
The market that we're going to see, and I have all the stats from U.S. Travel and our own local PA Travel and Tourism Office, they are seeing that when they do a poll and they ask, 44% of the travelers indicate that they're likely to travel a 0 to 3 hours from home, and 68% say they're going to drive a car, and they're going to stay closer to home. And they're looking to know that wherever they're going, they are going to check on the safetiness of the hotel, of the area, of the destination. It's going to change, and it's going to change for a while.
One of the interesting things about that, Denise, is we look at our hotels around our area, and I don't know if you have any statistics on percentage of occupancy or even compared to other areas and their percentage of occupancy, but that would be really interesting to know. And then you look at what is the Ramada Inn and formerly the Park Inn, and we know it most familiarly as the Holiday Inn. It shut down early on in the pandemic, and they were suffering anyway. And right now, that property is in disrepair. The grass is growing out of control, and it's not being taken care of. Has to concern anybody in the hotel industry what's happening around any particular area, but we're concerned mostly about Indiana County. What do you know about our hotels?
Well, absolutely. I try to call on a regular basis without being a pain, just saying, hey, how's it going? Do you have any bookings and, any chance of you closing? And, they're all open except for what you said, the Ramada, and they're open, and they have anywhere from maybe 3 rooms to maybe 10 or 12. There is some construction going on. They have a few crews there, some medical workers for coming in and staying. So
you're saying there are 3 to 10 or 12 that are occupied?
That's correct. Yeah, that rooms are booked and they're occupied, and they were not going to close. They were staying open and they were making the best of it. And I give them credit. We've got great hotels in our area, and it is a struggle, and it's such a sad thing. I can also say that Pennsylvania has 580,000 leisure, entertainment, hotel, and restaurant jobs.
Wow.
Yeah. We get a tourism economic report, and I've shared this with you many times when I've been on. It's usually a year or two back. But in Indiana County, we generated, the tourism industry, generated roughly $170 million in direct spending to Indiana County. Now, we have about 1,500 jobs that are in the travel and tourism industry in Indiana County.
That's
and we also
number.
contribute $16 million in state and local taxes.
Yeah. I mean, it's really the impact of tourism here in Indiana County is something that it might fly under the radar, but we're aware of it. You certainly are in your position, and it's an industry that is it's one of those vital industries here for Indiana County. It is essential.
It is essential. And, just when the whole domino effect, now the categories how they come up with the numbers, the figures, it's lodging, food and beverage, shopping, recreation, and transportation. So, and also in comparison, say, Allegheny County, they make $6 billion in direct spending, and they have like 43,000 jobs.
Yeah.
But we're not Allegheny County.
No, well, we don't
Indiana,
have.
And I'm very proud of the $170 million that we help contribute to our county.
Absolutely. We don't have professional sports teams and all of those other things they have, but we have what Indiana County has, and it's pretty darn good. Denise, we're going to talk with you again in a couple of weeks. I'm sure that by that time, the situation changes every day, so by that time it will have changed probably tenfold. And I'm looking forward to that conversation. But for now, people need to celebrate Travel and Tourism Week. It's a national occasion, and I know that your website is going to help them do that.
Absolutely. We're really doing a strong campaign, and I want to thank all of our local businesses and the restaurants and small businesses, downtown Indiana, Linda, and the Chamber, the CEO group. Everyone's working together to make a positive outcome. Of course, we have our legislators, the elected officials who are backing us and trying to make sure that our economy can come back, and it will rather sooner than later, but we'll be okay. It'll come back. We're going to see a change, but we're here. And anyone needing anything, again, go to our website at visitindianacountypa.org.
There you go. She is Denise Liggett. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Todd.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.